And we're back for the start of the second half with the Romeo Bulldogs having a 20-10 lead over the Port Huron High Big Reds. I'm Todd Sass along with Ryan Relkin. And the Big Reds will kick off to start this second half. Bonner, Mr. Roger, and Kuhan back deep for the Bulldogs as number 10 Marty Prevost is set to kick off. Again, as Ryan stated at the end of the first half, the Big Reds have to cut down on those mental and physical mistakes if they want to get back into tonight's ball game. And it's a nice onside kick. Out of bounds, well executed. Beautiful kick by Prevost, just out of the hands of number 56, Ryan Vanny. But there is that yellow hanky. As I was probably wondering if the ball did travel 10 yards.
Oh, Todd, well, I got the chance while I'm remembering to issue congratulations to Jenny Giles, 1994, Port Huron High School homecoming queen.
Tripovich and Bonner are flanked out. That's a handoff to Roger, and he'll get a couple. Nice reaction by the Big Red defense. And at the bottom of the pile was number 72, Chad Bowerson. As the Big Reds have the 2nd and 8. Or excuse me, the Bulldogs have the 2nd and 8. Right here, there's more pressure on the Big Reds defense right now than probably any more point of the game, because they have to stop the Bulldogs from scoring here, give their offense a chance to get back on track. Zarnik looks over. That's the option.
Ooh, pitch.
Low pitch, and Roger will go nowhere. Ron Bradley up from his defensive back position makes a nice tackle. That's a big loss for the Bulldogs.
Todd, that was another dangerous pitch right there. No need for that. He could have ate the ball. Took the tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Exactly.
It's a lot better.
It's nice to see that sort of creativity happen, but, well, if that fumble happens, your creativity will be sitting on the bench.
Basically, all he was doing was setting up his running back for the big hit because the Big Reds defense had already penetrated too deep for them really to do much with the ball.
Zarnik straight drop. He's got time. He gets hit. Off the hands of Todd Trebovic, and the Bulldogs will be forced to punt here.
Well, that was just a perfect display right there of the glories of pressure on the quarterback. It showed right there Zarnik didn't have a lot of time through the ball as he was getting hit. Thus, the ball bounced in the dirt and an incomplete pass, 4th down.
Abbott to punt, high snap. Good punt though, as Haskins will take it and almost hit the wall.
No, Todd, that stayed in bounds.
Oh, geez.
Went off Haskins' legs, and
oh boy.
Bulldogs have the ball.
Again, it's those mistakes creeping up on you. And that was a biggie. The beleaguered Big Reds defense will be on the field again. And there's a falling Bulldog. We'll try and get a number for you in just a second.
I think that was David Abbott, Todd, the kicker.
Yes, it appears to be in the vicinity of where Abbott appeared to go down. And let's just hope he's all right.
Well, he was lying there coiled over for a minute. None of the Romeo coaching staff, I guess, noticed. Port Huron High School trainer, though, right on Johnny on the spot. She got out there.
And indeed is the punter as he's being helped off the field. Looks like he hurt his ankle. And he gets a nice round of applause as he comes out in the field. That could be a big blow for the Bulldogs as they lose their punter here.
Special teams are always important. It seems that they've had some trouble snapping the ball. Not to mention the Big Reds have been getting pressure on their kicker all night long, basically. Well, Todd's a new hole for the Big Reds to dig themselves out of.
And Zarnik looks over the Big Red defense. Straight drop. Fires, complete to his receiver, number 2, Trebovic. As he gets a gain of about 6 on the play. As Trebovic just did a simple out pattern, was wide open. And if the Big Reds give the Bulldogs that, Bulldogs will take that all day. It basically goes to that 49er type of offense. We'll dink, dink, dink. We keep gaining those first downs, then we'll hit you with a big play. As we have 2nd and 2 for the Bulldogs. Zarnik, inside handoff to number 30. Just straight ahead, smash mouth football.
Todd, the Romeo offense, especially their formations, their sets, and their plays, is very similar to that of the offense run by the Notre Dame Fighting Irish. They'll come at you with the option, but also their passing patterns plays seem to be very identical.
Blitz by the Big Reds. Inside handoff.
Rain just got that one.
Touchdown.
They were baffled on that one, Todd. No one knew who had the ball. Not a single soul out there knew who had the ball. Rainius, by the time I saw him, he didn't have anyone to beat. He just had to make it in the end zone without falling down.
Yes, he had that goal line not to trip on there.
Exactly.
Because again, the play action on that. Big Reds just bought on the fake, and Rainius takes it in for the score, and the Bulldogs have the 26-10 lead here, pending the extra point. The kick is good by Selke. As the Big Reds are down 17 here with 8:39 to go in the 3rd quarter, and it's not looking good.
Breaks really just haven't seemed to go on the Big Reds' way tonight, Todd. Like I was saying, they had to cut down on the mistakes, and that turnover really, yes, really could be the shot heard around the world made for this game. It just seems that every time they get a nice opportunity, they take the wider peacemaker and shoot themselves in the foot.
Good analogy. This is Ryan Relkin, who will star in the remake of the movie Tombstone. This time he'll play Wyatt Earp, not Kurt Russell.
Todd Sass as
Doc
Holiday.
And Selke will kick off. Hoffman will take it at about the 5.
Full head of steam.
Uh-oh. As he gets clotheslined out of bounds.
Todd,
There's
the
a flag.
flags are coming up now. I was wondering if they were going to call that. That was definitely a face mask.
It's usually on that face mask, your head does something it can't do.
Like turn around like The Exorcist, and that's what Hoffman's head did.
I don't see Linda Blair out there. And that'll probably tack on some more yardage as the Big Reds get good field position on their first possession of the 2nd half. And to say at the least, they need it.
Well, Todd, it all starts here. The Big Reds are looking at a steep incline, but They have over 8 minutes left here in the third quarter and another 12 in the fourth. If they're going to come back, they're going to need some points on this drive starting right now.
And Seppo is under center. 2 backs behind him, Henderson and Haskins. Williams the wingman. And that's a straight handoff to John Henderson. And they'll get about 4 yards on the carry. But I have to agree to your point earlier you said about being more creative on offense, because the running the ball has been successful. It has been there for the Big Reds, but you have to maybe throw in the play action like you said, or something to that effect.
Well, Todd, basically, my count, I've seen 3 plays run by the Big Reds more than once, and that would be the pitch to Haskins, the one-step drop pass to Ed Williams, and a play fake and quarterback keeper by Steve Seppo. They're going to need a little bit more than that.
As there's another handoff to Sean Haskins, and he has got the first down. Well, the Big Reds do know what they're doing, and as they get the first down, a key first down here. Let's see if they go to play action on this first down here. Seppo under center. Henderson, Haskins, and Williams are in the backfield. And that's an inside handoff to Henderson. A gain of 3. A gain of 1 is the Big Reds are going to Bush Emmettler ball.
Wishbone.
Where's Jamal Holloway? There's Seppo. And that's a play fake. Complete to Johnny Walker, but there is a flag. And I think there might be holding. Nope, motion by the Big Reds, and can't say it enough.
You can only shake your head, Todd. You can only shake your head. That's exactly what I meant by Big Reds trying something a little bit different. Instead of maybe you always using the salt and pepper, maybe putting a little salsa on their offensive diet. And that's what they did. They passed the ball on the nice play fake. Good execution by the Big Reds. A nice catch by Johnny Walker. But once again, it's those mistakes which seem to be catching up with the Big Reds and shooting them in the feet.
Salsa, huh? I was thinking more of the spicy bean dip myself.
Maybe. Sour cream and onion.
And it's 2nd and 14 for the Big Reds. And that's a handoff to Sean Haskins. He cuts outside. What a run. He could go all the way for the touchdown, and he does. Holy Toledo and Cincinnati, Batman.
I thought he went through Spokane on that one.
He climbed Mount Everest, too.
Right there, Todd, was a little bit of imagination. It wasn't just a straight pitch to Sean Haskins. There were 3 play fakes, nicely executed by Steve Seppo. You can't give him enough credit on that. Where he deserves as much credit as Haskins for that touchdown. Basically, the Romeo defense was totally awestruck and confused. And right now, with 5:51 remaining in the third quarter, and now the Big Reds looking to add maybe one more, or possibly 2. You never know the way things have been going for them tonight. They could cut the lead to 10 or under, and they're right back in this football game.
And they will go for 2 here. Henderson the up back, Haskins the deep back. Pitch to Haskins, and he will not get in. Nice reaction by the Bulldog defense to stuff Haskins. But the Big Reds do get the 6, and with 5:51 left in the third quarter, they're right back in this ball game, down 27-16. Put Mr. Haskins over on him. Might have. I don't know. My math's not good. I might not know.
The way he's running the football, I think we should just address him as Mr. from now on.
Yes, we should. As the famed tomahawk chop comes into effect here.
I feel like I'm in Tallahassee. Not quite as warm, but definitely the effect. This is the belt.
And Marty Prevost will kick off for the Big Reds.
Watch for that onside kick again, Todd.
Yes, as they almost had the recovery and the opening kickoff of the second half. And Relkin calls it right. But recovered by the up man, number 65, Robert Hensley. I'll give the Bulldogs great field position here. You really have to kind of question that call after you just scored a touchdown. You'd really want to pin the Bulldogs back in their own end, but that's why I'm not a head coach.
Well, Todd, I have to say I kind of agree with you right there, even though I feel that if that ball would have took one high bounce right there at the end, the Big Reds probably would have the ball right now. But you got to say the defense does have a little momentum going. The team's upbeat. They just scored a touchdown, and I don't know, maybe show a little more faith in your defense.
Two receivers for Zarnik. The pass just out of the reach of number 6, Joseph Snyder. That pass was just out of his reach.
You know, Todd, the scoreboard is somewhat deceiving tonight because, for the most part, the Big Reds have played toe-to-toe with the Romeo Bulldogs. It's just been those matter of turnovers and penalty flags, those little flags which dot the field, majority of which have gone against the Big Reds.
Joseph and Chopovich split out, and that's an inside handoff to Roger. He'll gain about 5.
Well, Todd, that's the same play that the Bulldogs have scored on twice tonight. That time the Big Reds did a good job of recognizing what the Bulldogs were going to do. They crowded that side of the line somewhat and met the play head on.
Excuse me, Kurt Rainis on the carry. Mr. Rainis is making his statement that he wants to be the 2A player of the game. A big 3rd and 7 for the Bulldogs. Zarnik under center. Roger and Rainis in the backfield, and that's movement by the offensive line of the Bulldogs as they'll go back 5. Looks like number 69, Thomas Krieger, the tackle, just got a little excited.
Well, the big man Krieger at 320 pounds is looking to was looking to flatten one of the Big Red defensive linemen. Look like he's lined up against Ed Williams. That's one big boy for a high school offensive lineman. You gotta imagine there's been some college scouts at least taking a peek at him.
And Trubovich and Schneider flanked out. Handoff to Roger, and he'll go nowhere. Big Red defense was all over that. And at the bottom of the pile was number 55, Jeff McCabe. To make the tackle. It'll be 4th and 11 for the Bulldogs. Again, you got to give that Big Red defense a lot of credit here because they've been really keeping their offense in the game.
Basically, Todd, that's the whole truth. The whole truth, and nothing but the truth. And times like these have seen during this game, situations similar to this, it seems to me that the Big Reds have been shooting themselves in the foot. I don't know how many times I've said that tonight. Ooh, pressure, no.
Almost blocked.
See if they can come through on this one. Ball bounce, I doubt Haskins is going to touch it this time.
And that was the kicker, Christopher Selke, punting. As the Big Reds get the ball here with 3:35 left in the 3rd quarter. With the Bulldogs leading 27-16, I'm Todd Sass along with Ryan Relkin.
Well, hey. I'm gonna have to say right here, Todd, that it might be in the Big Red's interest to go play action to Haskins because the Bulldogs are definitely going to be keen on him, knowing that he is crucial to them coming back into the game.
Seppo inside handoff to John Henderson. There's a loose, looked like a loose ball there, but
it was
whistled dead.
I should correct what I just said. The Bulldogs will be keen on Big Red's Haskins, not the Big Reds will be keen on Big Red's Haskins.
Williams checks in, Hoffman checks out for the Big Reds. Let's see if the play that Ryan Roken has been clamoring for, the play action pass, will appear in this set of downs for the Big Reds.
Seems that Johnny Walker's their top receiver, Todd. I think he'd be the ideal man to go to on this play.
Seppo, the handoff, Haskins.
Oh, man.
As he does a little jig through the line.
Could have played a great ball game for us last night with Marco.
Kenny Harmon.
God, that run by Haskins was reminiscent to Sweetness himself, Walter Payton. Haskins did the one-legged toe tip hop. Threw a tackle and got himself a first down.
He's about 6'4", 290. I never give him a play.
Three backs behind Seppo as he runs into one of them.
That's confusion.
The ball did get to John Henderson as he'll get no gain on the play. As number 24, Wes Pierrick, checks in for number 20, John Hoffman. And number 32, John Henderson, checks out for a breather since he's been carrying the ball quite a lot in the second half. Trying to get the Bulldog defense not to key on Sean Haskins, but well, you really can't let that happen, can you?
Maybe they'll run my play now.
Oh, yes, they do. Seppo, wide open, Haskins. Short gain. First Bulldog there was number 1, Zachary Zemenik. As the Big Reds will have 3rd and 9.
Todd, on a play like that, when the Bulldogs aren't fooled, which they weren't on that play, which is obvious by how many men they had around Haskins, Seppo needs to think about possibly pumping the ball, faking once to get to draw the defenders off and confuse them, and then throwing the ball to Haskins. He'll have a little more breathing room to run after he completes the pass.
Hoffman and Walker are split out. Henderson and Haskins, Seppo back to pass. Fires out of the reach of Hoffman. That was high and outside. And Strachman will come in to punt for the Big Reds. And you have to say that drive was just missed opportunity. As Roger and Bonner are back deep for the Bulldogs as they're coming after this one. Reynes almost gets there. Fair catch by Roger at the 37-yard line. As my partner said before, even though with all the critical mistakes the Big Reds have, they're still in this football game. And they're just a couple of long runs away from being ahead of this football game.
Well, like you stated earlier, my friend, it's around the, like you said, like I said, like they said, like he said, like she said. Falls on the defense's shoulders right now. It's up to them to hold the Bulldogs one more time.
Zarnik looks over the Big Red defense. Straight drop, fires.
Oh, picked off by Nick Brown.
He's gone. Touchdown, Big Reds.
Whoa, mama.
What a read by Nick Brown. Wow.
Whoa, baby mama. Hello.
You just said a mouthful, partner. Zarnik just threw the out pattern, dangerous pattern as you're throwing across the field. Mick Brown, beautiful read as he did the Deion Sanders high step into the end zone for the touchdown. Jeez, look, the Big Reds are back in this one.
Yes, sir. Todd, I saw that the whole time I was watching Nick Brown. Zarnik never really took his eyes off his receiver right there. Nick Brown did an excellent job of scoping in and realizing what was about to happen, anticipating the play. And just like my favorite defensive back in the NFL, Darrell Green, stepped inside, did Darrell Green's fashion, took the ball in the end zone, and a quick 6 for the Big Reds. And like I said in my array of expletives, whoa mama, they're back.
Play like that just gives that Big Red defense all the more confidence in the world right there.
Well, with all the mistakes and the penalty flags and everything somewhat negative we've seen tonight, Todd, that just showed the quality of the team that the Big Reds have. Because you start pointing fingers, you start doing crazy things like that, you fall behind, then you're only destined for defeat. But the Big Reds kept their heads up, did a good job. Coaching staff did a good job preparing for the second half, and they're right back in this football game.
Wow.
Just like that, Todd, this homecoming night crowd is once more as the San Diego Chargers like to be electrified.
And the Big Reds will go for the 2-point conversion here. Williams and Haskins and Henderson are in the backfield. Handoff Haskins. He's got it just by the hair of the ball, or the nose of the ball, or whatever you want to call it. The 2-point conversion is good. And the Big Reds are only down by 3 points, folks.
Correct me if I'm wrong, Todd, but I'd like to bring up a somewhat odd stat that four-year in high school Big Reds in games which Todd Sass does the play-by-play during the second half are undefeated.
I did not know that.
Tomorrow we'll be traveling to the Shrine Invitational. Girls race at 10:30, gentlemen at 11:30. Tuesday.
This exciting third quarter is just setting up for the more exciting fourth quarter, the finish of tonight's football game. The Big Reds are just showing one thing, is that they have a lot of heart.
Well, as that NFL film guy always says, on the football field is a place where boys become men.
As Marty Prevost is ready to kick off for the Big Reds.
Wow. This crowd's really into it now.
As number 2, Kubovic receives a short pooch kick. And he's met by the bevy of Big Reds.
He was basically hung out to dry on that, Todd.
Tackled by number 61, Kevin Grenon. The Bulldogs look like they're going to wait till the fourth quarter to start their next offensive series. And at the end of a most exciting third quarter, the Romeo Bulldogs 27, Fort Huron High Big Reds 24. And we'll be right back. back for the start of the fourth quarter. Bulldogs with the ball on their own 36. Zarnik, inside handoff to number 32, Clint Roger.
Todd, you and I were still discussing that Nick Brown interception. What a great job he did on anticipating that pass, and what a poorly done job Zarnak did of telegraphing it. And really, you got to say, if the Big Reds can keep a safety back there, or defensive back, watch Zarnak. All they've been doing all night is, when they pass the ball, is throwing the ball to the sidelines. One of the receivers on these sideline fade patterns, and they have a defensive back. It's easy pickings every time.
Zarnik, another inside handoff. Huge run. And that was Kurt Ranis, number 36. And you have to say, that middle running play for the Bulldogs with Kurt Ranis running has been open all night for the Bulldogs. He has gained a truckload of yards. And plus, he could have drove the truck through the hole, too.
Yeah, you could have.
Got to say, both offensive lines for both these teams have played superb football tonight. And Zarnik barks out the calls. Option, he'll keep it.
Ooh.
And he gets belted. Looks like number 87, Ron Bradley, from his defensive back position, stuck him good.
He got him silly on that, Todd.
Correction, gain of 1, second and 9.5.
Zarnik had a gain of 1 on the play. Jeffrey Pallister, the center, over the ball for the Bulldogs. Backs off set. Play action by Zarnik. He looks, and he is manhandled by the Big Red pass rush.
The first guy there was Chad Bowerson, Todd. He wasn't alone, though. He had 2 other guys, including, I believe it was Carl Williams. Excellent job by the Big Reds.
And you have to say the Big Red defense is en fuego.
Yes, they are. Also, you got to give credit once more to that Big Red defensive backfield for. They had nice coverage out there. Zarnak couldn't find what he wanted quick enough. The pressure got to him before he could really do anything.
3rd and 15 for the Bulldogs. Zarnik, another inside handoff. Kurt Ranis, and he's close to the first down.
Wow.
As he just will not be denied.
He reminds you a lot of Dave Jolliker, the big rumbling, tumbling fullback of the Marysville Vikings a year ago. He just gets the ball and hauls his way right through the defensive line, unstoppable to a point.
And we will have a measurement. And you know how we always complain about the Lions always on 3rd and long calling the draw play or a running play? Well, it seems like everybody else is using it and it's working pretty well.
Sure seems to be that way. I believe they're just short. What a yard short of the first down, Todd.
But they will go for it. Unless they're crazy, they'll go for it.
Without a doubt. And the thing is, Todd, you have Romeo, who's a big strapping fullback. Let's see, what do we have here? Romeo, 6'3", 222 pounds. And then you have Roger, who's 6 foot, 175, and he doesn't look that small. He looks a little bigger than that. They got 2 tough running backs in the backfield, not to mention a quarterback who runs the option fairly well.
And they will get the first. Oh, fumble! It looks like they got the first down, though. Oh, what a bad break for the Big Reds.
Hurts.
Oh.
That hurts bad.
Loose ball laying on the carpet.
Jeez Louise.
Oh, that's a killer.
That was an outstanding job. I didn't catch who did that, but someone got in there, put their helmet right on the ball. That thing popped out of there like a hot potato. And it seemed to be that the only man closest to the ball was the Bulldog wide receiver. Right place at the right time.
Isn't that always the case? Zarnik, handoff to Roger. And he gets about 5 or 6 on the carry. And the Bulldogs look like they're going to just keep pounding at the Big Reds here since they've had the most success with that great running attack of theirs.
Well, just like the Detroit Lions did to the Dallas Cowboys on Monday night, they basically said, yeah, you know we're going to run Barry Sanders, and we're going to keep doing it until you stop us. I guess after he had a $194, it was obvious that they didn't stop him very well.
40 carries didn't hurt either. Probably this, I believe, the second most in the NFL history besides Jamie Morris's 45 for the Redskins. And another handoff, or excuse me, Zarnik on the option, and he will get the first down.
There's nothing so spectacular by means of what the Bulldogs are doing right here. Basically all this is Chuck Knox, ground Chuck, smash mouth, Miami Dolphins, no name, Mike Ditka,
Kick him in
Bill
the teeth.
Parcells, Jim Mora, Bear Bryant, Paul Brown, Red Grange,
And the
smash mouth football.
And the Bulldogs are a yard short, 3rd and 1 here for them.
Monty Clark.
And Zarnik, the quick inside handoff. First down, as the carry was Kurt Renus again, number 36. As you can't stop Kurt Renus, you can only hope to contain him. But right now, containing him is looking a hard enough job for the Big Reds.
See, Todd, the problem really lies now in the, and it's not anything that the Big Reds can do about it, in physical size. Rainier is really bigger than probably just about anyone on that Big Red defense. It's going to take 2 or 3 guys to bring him down, and you combine his size with the excellent job that the Bulldogs do on their play fakes and their blocking schemes, and it's really difficult to stop him. Well, that was nearly,
Zarnik,
Oh, man.
touchdown.
Todd Sass, that was your basic busted play turned good for the Bulldogs, because Zarnik was stopped, dead in his tracks, in the middle of making a handoff, and actually, believe it or not, nearly fumbled the football. But he had the composure that the senior quarterback needs to have, turned around, and there was really no one there to stop him. He just ran that one into the end zone.
And also, luckily, the flow of the Big Red defense was going to the right, and Zarnik basically could have crawled in.
Exactly.
And the extra point is good for Selke. And with 6:54 left in tonight's ball game, the Bulldogs have a 34-24 lead over the Big Reds.
You know, Todd, the way things are going right now, it wouldn't even surprise me if they returned a kickoff for a touchdown.
You heard it here first. And if Ryan Relkin is right, we shall all pay homage to him.
If you're the lucky winner, please report to the concession stand on the four-yard side of the field. Thank you.
It just seems to me, Todd, I got that feeling that this game is one of those games destined to go down into the final seconds. It just seems to be that, to me, that it's that type of game.
And Ryan has he picked it well because he has 2 good return men back there in John Hoffman and Sean Haskins.
I wonder if maybe the Big Reds will even resort to a little chicanery.
Yes. But will Selke kick to Haskins? I thought not.
Doubler. Oh, he went down on one knee.
David Tenney fields the
So much for my prediction.
kickoff. Big Reds take over first and 10 on their own.
You're not good.
I'm hurt.
Get out of here. And the Big Reds will have the ball on their own 25.
My soul's been bruised.
And they do need a quick score here. You have to think the money man, Sean Haskins, will be getting the ball. Walker and Williams split out as receivers. Henderson in the backfield also. Seppo back to pass. He's got a lot of time. Complete. Johnny Walker, and he does have the first down. Again, nice.
Walker's shaking up.
Excuse me, Ryan. Great protection for Seppo, as he could have probably set a chair down there and waited. But Johnny Walker is shaken up on the end of the play.
I'm not quite sure what happened. He got hit in the back on that, Todd.
Kind of looked like he fell down awkwardly on that tackle.
His replacement is number 33, Adam Bennett.
I do believe getting his first action of tonight's game. That'll be a big blow to the Big Reds if Walker is out. He's their top receiver in tonight's game. Hoffman, the lone receiver, to our right. Henderson and Haskins in the backfield. Seppo, hand off to Haskins. He lost the ball, but he got the good bounce. But again, with the clock running, no need to put yourself in a bigger hole than you already are, being down by the 10 points.
Well, Todd, you know, it's kind of frustrating to me to watch because if you think about it, Aquarian High School has lost some close games this year. The only game they were really, I believe, outplayed was that first game against Utica Ford. They won a close one against Grosse Pointe South. They lost a very close heartbreaker a week ago to Warren Mott. And now they're trailing here by 10 with 5 minutes left, and these are the big boys in their division, so I have no doubt in my mind that they can play with the big boys. It's just a matter of overcoming the hump of mistakes.
Seppo back to pass. He's got some time. Pressure. And that one was overthrown. Appeared to be going to number 2, Ed Williams.
Bonner on the coverage. Picks up a third down and 18.
Even if that's as fast as Ed Williams can run, why did they even send him out on the pattern? That's a disgrace.
As Carl Williams checks in, number 20, John Hoffman checks out for the Big Reds. As they have a big 3rd and 18 here with 5:09 left in the game. And Johnny Walker is back in the game. Appears to be all right. Henderson and Williams are the receivers along with Walker. Haskins in the backfield. Seppo, he's got a running lane, but well short of the first down. Again, that wasn't John Elway on the quarterback draw, folks. The Big Reds will call TO. I believe they have to contemplate going for it here. We really have to almost expect they would have to go for it with a little more than almost 5 minutes left in tonight's game, being down 10 points. As the Go-Go's are being played, we got the beat.
Now heard on the explosive 80s, or hits of the 80s and all those 1980s CDs that make guys like me and Todd feel old.
Oh yeah.
We're still teenagers.
As Coach Ratchey goes over some last-minute instructions for their Big Red offense. They are going for it, 4th and 12. 3 receivers, Haskins, Johnny Walker, and John Hoffman. Henderson, the lone back in the backfield. Seppo, play action. Fires, almost intercepted, but well, that doesn't matter because the Big Reds turn the ball over on downs. And that hurt. The Bulldogs have the ball. 1st and 10 on the Big Reds 33-yard line. Trubavich and Bonner are flanked out for the Bulldogs. 2 backs. Option by Zarnik. Last minute pitch to Roger. Nice cut.
Oh, he whiffed on the tackle. Tom Wager had him all nice, neatly lined up, and he whiffed on the tackle, partly due to a shoulder or hip fake by.
Looks like he did the Elvis shake, rattle, and roll hip maneuver there.
Yes, the famous Elvis move, which got him banned from the waist down in the 1950s on the Ed Sullivan Show.
The Ed Sullivan Show. As we have 2nd and 1 for the Bulldogs. And that's another inside handoff.
But if you can't stop the ball,
Number 36, Kurt Ranis. Like you said before, it's been there all day. And it's going to be there all night. They'll be there all day tomorrow, too, because they have not stopped the Bulldogs' running attack tonight.
On the carry for a 1st down. Correction, Romeo on the carry.
And Zarnik inside handoff again. Handoff to number 34, Bradley Romines.
Tony on the tackle.
2nd and 7 for the Bulldogs here as they're just content to running down the clock.
That number again. 414-9175.
As Bonner and Trubavich are flanked out for the Bulldogs. Handoff, Roger. And he's still on his feet, chugging along for yards.
But now by control.
Like a gain of 4. Nick Brown on the stop for the Big Reds.
Freiberg also on a stop.
3rd and 3 for the Bulldogs. Big Reds have to stop them. Bonner and Trubavich flanked out. 2 backs behind Zarnik. He's running the option. Bad pitch. Recovered by Rogers. But he does get out of bounds. Nice recovery by Roger. That stops the clock with 2:32 left. And they'll go to a 4th down here for the Bulldogs.
3rd down. And 5. 4th down and 5.
And you have to wonder if they'll go to a play action here since the running attack has been nearly unstoppable. Or just run the draw. What do I know?
what's that? No, that was
Zarnik. Inside handoff going nowhere.
Carmine's on a carry, no gain.
I don't think they're content to running down the clock, but well, it gives the Big Reds a sliver of life here with 2:28 left in tonight's ball game. But they need to score in a hurry.
50-50 drawing. Ticket number 414-9175. 414-9175. Bring your tickets to the concession stand of the Fort Union Field.
And Seppo under center here. Play action, Seppo firing. Out of the reach of number 20, John Hoffman, who just laid out for that one. Good effort.
Incomplete. Roger and
Back in the coverage was Clint Roger.
2nd and 10.
And number 44, Carl Williams checks in for number 20, John Hoffman. But right here you have to see where their offense is stalemated because you probably have to expect the Bulldogs to know that the Big Reds are going to throw the ball here. Seppo looking, he's got time, fires. Incomplete to Ed Williams. And it's 3rd and 10 for the Big Reds. Basically right now they're in 2-down territory. Right now with the passing game basically ineffective for the Big Reds. You don't want to be surprised to see Sean Haskins on a sweep. Seppo, a lot of time. He's going deep. Hoffman, oh, he dropped the ball. Oh, baby.
Gosh.
Oh. Oh, geez. John Hoffman's got to feel like the loneliest man in America right now, as he had number 24, Jason Knapsey, beat. Almost shades of Jackie Smith against the Pittsburgh Steelers. Roger Staubach hit him in the numbers, but he dropped it. And the Steelers escaped in that Super Bowl with the victory. Fourth and 10. Handoff. And the Big Reds will turn the ball over on downs here.
Well, Todd, as you like to say every week, at a certain time in the game, I guess it's time for me to say, turn the lights out, the party's over. It's like that may have been all she wrote for the Big Reds.
They gave the Bulldogs a battle, no doubt about it, but those critical mistakes came back to haunt them.
Todd, if you look at almost nearly every football game since the time of creation, you'll find that the team with the fewest turnovers wins almost every time. Same held true tonight. The Bulldogs turned the ball over less than the Big Reds, and that was one of the keys.
Zarnik, quick handoff to Reynes. Excuse me, number 34, Bradley Romines. As the Bulldogs will just run out the clock, but Big Reds signal for a timeout. But they don't get the timeout as the Big Red player is chugging to get off the field. He does. Zarnik under center. Option. Nice job by Zarnik to get rid of that one. That was Mr. Rogers. And Zarnik does have that flair for the dramatic, as he likes to get rid of that option while he's being dragged to the ground. And the Big Reds do take timeout with 24 seconds left in tonight's contest. What we have to say, Ryan, is that Sean Haskins had a whale of a game. And the Big Reds defense, even though they have allowed 34 points, they did not play all that bad.
No, not really. You think about it, a lot of those points were scored due to the excellent field position that the Bulldogs did receive, thanks in part to some of the mistakes made by the Big Reds.
This is the Hall & Oates song goes, missed opportunities.
Yes, sir. Like I said before, Todd, I see no reason for anyone to believe that the Big Reds can't compete with the upper echelon in the MAC White division. It's just a matter of them getting over the hump and correcting some of those silly mistakes, like the movement up front on 1st and 10.
Another handoff by the Bulldogs. As the Bulldogs will be discontent to let the clock run out without running another play. And tonight's final score in a very well-fought game. Romeo Bulldogs 34, Courtyard High Big Reds 24. For Ryan Relkin, I'm Todd Sass saying hasta la vista and good night.